coaching and evaluation, but I'm from the player's perspective, from the team chemistry.
Oh, the people that already make it don't matter, but that's the only people that doesn't matter to. Like
I would say the number twos don't matter really like that either.
Oh, of course it does.
If you
because they're fighting for snaps and depth chart. So it's like if you're the number two.
So T. Higgins fighting for snaps? Or T. Higgins locked in?
He's locked in, but he's not a number two. He's a starter.
So who number one?
Huh? It's the person behind T. Higgins would be the second string.
I was saying number ones and number twos.
Yeah, but you're looking at number two. The number one and number two isn't depth chart. That's just the X and Y receiver. That's where you stand.
So if we go single,
X and Y are both starters. They're first team.
Now, if we go power I, and it's one receiver, who going out there, Chase or Higgins?
What do you mean? It doesn't matter which one of those go. It's going to be either one of those. It
could
be either one.
Same thing with Devonta Smith.
No, that doesn't matter
AJ
because
Brown.
it depends on the play. Like you might need the receiver to do a specific route. But for instance, T. Higgins and Chase can pretty much run the same routes. One is a little bit more dynamic than the other. But that doesn't mean that they're not capable of doing that. You could flip flop those. That's the reason why
T. Higgins. Go to Cincinnati and say that.
I mean, they're going to say that too.
Chase and Higgins can run the same routes.
They can. T. Higgins has already been doing that before Chase even got there. It's just Chase is just the better player of the two, but doesn't mean that he's not capable of doing the same.
I can run the same route then if it's that the case. I can run the route. But if I cannot,
it's about where you're lined up. That's what people start to think. They don't realize is like when you have two receivers, you got the X and Y's of where you're lined up, and then the type of routes that they're going to run. But if you have great dynamic players like T. Higgins and Chase, that means that you can flip flop those. You can put one in the slot, and that makes your team more dynamic. That's the reason why those two receivers are so good.
So would you say the same thing for AJ Brown and Devonta Smith?
No, because they're two completely different types of players.
Okay, all right. Agree to disagree on that one. I think it's a big difference between 1 and 2 and receivers, running backs, linebackers.
That's why you have one lined up 1 and 1, 2. But let's say Chase,
tight ends.
Let's say Chase got hurt, right? I'm not trying to say that he's good, but T. Higgins is going to slide into his spot, and then the next guy else can slide into T. Higgins' spot. And
it's going to be a major production drop off.
Of course it is, because that's Chase.
By T. Higgins. T. Higgins won't get the same production from. T. Higgins will not get the same production as Chase.
It's not about production. It's about production when it matters. It's about situational.
Okay, so do you think he can make the same? So you think
100 yards is 100 yards, or if 100 yards, if a receiver
100 yards is 100 yards,
right? So it doesn't matter how you get them. You just got 100 yards. But that's the reason why people.
But that's bottom line production.
That's just
bottom line production.
That's just a stat line. You have to look at it like where did those 100 yards get produced? Like 10 here, 10 there. There could be 100 yards on a. Let's say he got 30 yards on the drive they punted. That 30 yards no longer means anything.
Hold on.
Follow what I'm saying? That's why people get confused with like stats, because you see 30 yards. It's like every drive has a significant storyline behind it. They're like if the Bengals got the ball, and they produce 60 yards of offense, but then they don't produce any points.
You taking it another direction. I said production. I'm talking about Chase. Jamar Chase will make 7 snatch catches when T. Higgins will make 6. Make 3, 2 or 3. Take it away from Amir, brother. And he just a dog. You know Jamar Chase a dog. And T. Higgins a dog too.
Listen.
Who you picking up on the playground, cuz?
Well, obviously Chase is going to be the most dynamic of the.
There it is. That's it. Yeah. That's it. It's he's the number one. You got to keep it 100.
Yeah, he's the number one on how we see him. But you're saying
if you go to CincinnatiBengals.com and look at the depth chart. You got the internet.
Yeah.
Look at the depth chart. It's going to say Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. I understand what you're saying. He can
pull up a depth chart real quick, and I'll show you what I mean. Any depth chart, doesn't matter what it is.
It'll say X and Y. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, no, you're going to see it's going to show you 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to see 1 row. That's the starters. 2 row. That's the backups. You're going to see it. Watch. You can see the players behind them. Watch.
Cincinnati Bengals.
I think we're talking about the same thing, just looking at it from a different way.
You giving him you trying to be nice, but in reality, he is number 2. He is number 2. He's the number 2 receiver. That is what it is. Yeah. And it's no shade.
He's the number 2, but that's only because we call it that. But it's really X and Y. It's not the same thing.
Boy, T. Higgins gonna call you after this show. He's gonna appreciate you riding for me, yo. I love you, dog.
Yeah,
He gonna give you some love, yeah. Roster.
Let's say
they got everybody.
let's say because let's look at it from a personnel standpoint. If you only got one receiver on this field, that means you got 22 personnel. You got 2 running backs and 2 tight ends. You might have 13 personnel, 1 running back, 3 tight ends, and 1 receiver. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So does that make, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you have those personnel groupings, you might not have Chase out there. You might have T. Higgins or someone else, depending on what that receiver's responsibility is. T. Higgins might be better at a certain situation than others. So you're going to interchange those.
I'm looking at the Bengals website right now. It says
put it on the screen. Put it on the screen.
Andrel Alanavovis is first string as well. So it says first string is Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Andre Alovis. They don't have the old school depth chart. This is not a depth chart. This is my niggas chart.
See if you can put the depth chart. Just put in Google, put Bengals depth chart 2025. And then you should see the thing, and then you'll see the ESPN. It's gonna be a chart. It's gonna be 1 row for all the starters. The second row is gonna be the second string, and then third row. And you're gonna see in that first row, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are going to be on that same row. That's the starting lineup.
see, yo, I'm talking about on the field. I'm talking about from a player's perspective. No, it's not the same thing. In a big dog situation, T. Higgins, no, I'm the little nigga. I'm that boy, but I'm the little nigga to T. Higgins, to Jamar.
If I'm in the red zone and I'm looking for a red zone target, T. Higgins, I'm gonna be looking to him.
Hey man, y'all in the comments, drop the comments. Let us know how you feel.
He's gonna be the first read.
Is it a higher? Yeah, Jamar Chase going. T. Higgins gonna hop in there. I am number 1.
Yeah, T. Higgins gonna be the first read in that situation. That's the reason why they complimented
in the end zone.
Well. Yes, because he's the bigger body.
I don't know, man.
He's the man up. Where Chase is the guy that can break your ankles and he can outrun you on the outside.
Situational, Joe Burrow probably feels 10 times more comfortable with Jamar since they was in college and all that. And I would argue that Jamar is his first read, if not the tight end. If you're looking for a big body in the end zone, I'm not. I'm just saying he not Jamar Chase.
Got paid too, though.
He did get paid. But that's why their defense is shambles. I think that they could have gone without T. Higgins.
Yeah, with 33% of your cap is in 3 players, there's a problem there.
Yeah.
Bottom line, 32% is on 3 players.
But you see, they negotiated a deal with him. When Jamar wanted his money, they just gave it to him. Why?
Yeah.
We're not gonna say it no more. All right.
Get the fuck out of my face. Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up. Squabble up. I squabble